So welcome you to the show, to the show, to the show. Introduce you to me, introduce you to me. Hope you like what you see, baby, like what you see. I would like to welcome you to the show, to the show, to the show. Introduce you to me, introduce you to me. Give me something to talk about, talk about. I'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight. You're looking so nice. Hey, we shining bright.
Good evening, everybody. I know you can see me doing my little workout and everything. We are preparing for a very good interview. I'm your host, Big Ran. I'll be in the camera in a minute. Forgive me.
You're already in the camera.
I'm already in the camera.
This is Tone from the Ran and Tone Show. How y'all doing, people?
How you doing? I gotta go get my mask.
We're about to have
I'll
Hawk
be right
Newsome
back.
on the show.
Yes, it is. Say it again, Tone.
Let him go on and get himself together. Yeah, Hawk Newsome is the chairman of Black Lives Matter of Greater New York. And we finally got time to get together with this brother. Maybe it's get to find out what's going on, how we stand as far as everything going down.
All right, thank you, sister.
But this is definitely a good day, a good joining for us.
Oh, I got
Good
my
meeting.
social mask.
You ain't ready to be social, that's why.
Oh, here we go. Fire in the gun, fire in the gun.
Yeah.
As we prepare, we're getting ready for, like he said, Hawk Newsome to join us from Black Lives Matter. I think this is going to be one of our best. We have to give him time. But before we really get into that and with him and everything else, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's practicing social distancing and everything like that. And, you know, I hope everybody's taking heed to what's going on around the world with the protests and everything else. I hope everybody's taking their time to really understand what's going on and how things are operating. So hopefully he doesn't, you know, well, we do appreciate the interview, trust me. Ran and Tone on location, baby.
Yeah, I'm not one to watch the news much because Trump is on there a lot, talking a lot of foolishness, so I'm not one to really listen to him. But at this time, I think it is good to pay attention to the news, and what I mean by pay attention to the news, the numbers on how they can climb. They're climbing in certain states, and right now in New York, I'm hearing that it's not climbing for us right now, but I haven't checked as of today. But this is a time to watch, y'all, because it is warm, it is hot out here, and that doesn't prevent the coronavirus from spreading. Me being one of the people that's essential and working directly in the emergency room, I do happen to see a couple of cases trickle in, or at least people with the symptoms. So let's pay attention now, people. Everybody think because it's hot, you can walk around with no masks, and I understand the protests and a lot of people without masks, and as I was watching that, I was just saying God bless all of y'all because it's a chance that you're taking. I do understand the fight and the cause. I'm definitely 100% behind it. But listen, we still got to protect ourselves, people. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing, but try to put a mask on. That's all let's ask for, put a mask on. If you happen to touch, just remember to sanitize or wash your hands or use your alcohol or whatever you're doing.
Make sure you do it.
That's basically it.
I act like you don't know what we're talking about. Right now we're waiting, we're just waiting, we're preparing, we're waiting for Hawk Newsome to get himself together. I hope y'all can hear us too, even though we got on our masks. But you know, once I start really talking and really getting myself, I'm gonna, you know, I try to keep us at a social distance with one another. So, you know, and he should be walking up on us right now. You should see him in the shadow in the background, Mr. Hawk Newsome. He about to have a seat, and this is an exclusive right here for the Ran and Tone Show. Just want y'all to know that this is a very good exclusive for the Ran and Tone Show, and for him to take his time out on his busy schedule to work with us. I'm sorry if you heard us moving the mics around, but he's gonna take his time out on our busy schedule. You know,
this is just the start of a bunch of things and interviews that we're going to be getting into things that really matter to us and to other people out here.
Good point.
Not really being newscasters, but also expressing what's going on in our neighborhood. As we always say, the environment in which we live.
Right.
So all we say is bear with us. We understand we haven't been out there regularly.
Right.
We are still here. We are still doing some positive things.
We are. It's all right, bro.
So we ask that you be with us.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yes.
Be with us. We're going to have some good things to say.
Welcome to
Some good
season
things
4.
to talk about.
Welcome to season 4. Welcome to the season 4 of NEWSOME podcast.
It's just funny though. It's just funny though how people realize they're in the middle of something, but they stop.
They
What
stop.
do you stop for? Keep moving.
Well, they can't help it. Everybody's.
No, keep moving.
But you got to understand, it's like we're the news crew. Like I try to tell everybody, when this is all said and done, it's like we're going to be the news crew of the hood, and we are. Living TRT is going to be the news crew for the hood. Cause we're going to keep it that way. We're going to keep it funky like
And
that.
without no further
That's
ado,
it.
we have the brother.
Welcome to the show, Mr.
NEWSOME.
He's a real
Yeah, that's all right, brother.
Do what you do. One thing about our
Mr.
interviews is who we are. It's what we do. It's in the environment in which we live, and we're gonna see everything in our environment.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to sugarcoat nothing, hide nothing, or anything.
I love it.
But tell us what's going on, brother. Tell
Well-
us what's going on.
And we are in the middle.
We're in the middle.
Yeah, and I like it too. We're
Yeah.
sitting in the middle
In the middle of the middle.
of our home. They don't
And
understand that.
Dudes was beefing up the block. So it was a little argument. They just sent like 10 cars up there.
Oh, I seen a lot going through. I thought this
Yeah.
it was coming from down here.
But I'm gonna tell you what.
Talk to me.
We established ourselves
Yes, we did.
in this neighborhood.
Yes, we did.
So when they come
Yes,
on
you did.
this block,
Yes.
and when they come on Sherman, they behave differently.
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
okay.
And that's because we stood our ground and
That's
made
a
some
start.
noise.
You know who explained that to me? Bo.
So what?
Lil Bo.
Yeah.
Because I had to, we actually, about his mom's passing and everything. Shout out to Bo. And he was explaining to me. He said, no, don't you go nowhere. You pull up and you talk to him like a man. And you ask him for that interview.
Yeah.
And he going to give it to you.
Of course.
And look at you.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I appreciate it.
Nah.
I'm going to get right down to the gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just came back from Minneapolis.
Yeah.
You had the protest for the young man, George. What's next? Because right now we have our states tearing down our history.
Yeah.
Our statues are coming down.
Good.
Should we put up new ones or should we keep moving forward to legislation?
Well, you gotta think about it like this, right? America intentionally lowers the self-esteem of black people. Everything we look at, everything they give us is to say, hey, you are a second-class citizen. You understand? From their depiction of beauty, skinny white girls. The sisters kick down that barrier. You know what I mean? I'm black, I'm beautiful, deal with it. Then the white girls start fixing their lips and they butts, and now big butts are beautiful. You know what I mean? like we used to have ghetto hair, but now white women rock cornrows.
That's right.
It's what do they call them? Boxer braids. They ain't cornrows no
Get
more.
injections
right?
and all of that.
Injections
Silicones,
and all that.
all of that. Yep, that's
So,
right.
so what you have is these monuments of our oppression. Just imagine these generals fought to keep us in chains. You know what I mean? So here we looking at a man high up on his horse who fought to keep our black asses in chains. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You look at Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus was a rapist, a pedophile. I'm sorry.
And you know when I read that, because he was on the list, that kind of shocked me. Because that's not in our history.
All we know is the Nina, the Pinta, and the
Santa
Santa
Maria. That's right.
But we don't learn about the slaves that was underneath those,
I didn't know that.
those boats. You know what I mean? Like we never get that part of the history. This man committed genocide.
You only see
And
the top of the boat.
Yeah.
You don't see what's up,
On the
who's
top of
working
it.
down
That's
low.
right.
He's right about that.
This man committed genocide. He killed a whole nation of people. He was responsible for it, right? And stole all this land. And just imagine how indigenous people, First Nation people feel. Some of them are black.
Some of
Walking
them are
past
Indians.
this statue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing to me. So where do we go from here? We wrote, we call it 9 pieces of legislation, but it actually has 24 points in it. We threw a rally in Times Square to announce this last Sunday. We had about 25,000 people in Times Square. What's really important about this is, so Minnesota happened, and I had to bring my team down there just so we could stand with the people, because we needed an uprising. We You know what I'm saying? We needed an uprising to let America know you just are not going to keep treating us like this, right?
Yes.
And I don't condone nor condemn anything, but I'm with the people.
Yes.
So am I.
If the people feel like doing this, then I'm doing that. If the people feel like going a different route, then I'll go that route. I'm with the people. So we went out there, and that was real interesting.
It was very powerful.
Yeah.
I happened to catch. Yeah, it was very. Man, there are a lot of things that move a lot of people, but emotions is definitely not one of them. That was a very emotional moment.
It's a very emotional
and
time. Right
yeah,
now.
it is. And like I tell a lot of people, we are about to go through a nasty civil war. And the problem is, it's not going to be blacks against white. It's going to be human rights against non-human rights. And it's going blacks and white are going to fight together to destroy what others couldn't destroy. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, and I said this to somebody. I said, my goal through all this, because I remember when I asked you, I said, you know, I want to put on a shirt too. And you said to me, no, you keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't need you here, I need you here. And I said, you know what, that's fine. And so I decided to say, you know what, my first goal was to talk to you. My second goal is to talk to my son. It is my dream to get you two to sit down together, because I think right now you are the two most powerful black men in the Bronx. And I say that with a lot of pride. You guys lead, not just elderly, but youngs too.
Right on.
Now, with that said, and me saying that, you guys have no problem dealing with a lot of things. How do we deal with our black on black crime? Because if we don't slow that down, then they're not going to respect us either.
Yeah, I mean we can't call it black on black crime.
Okay.
Right? Because there's no such thing as black on black crime. Crime happens in proximity.
Thank you.
So white people kill white people because that's who they live next to. Asians kill Asians.
Right.
Brown people kill other brown people. So that black on black crime is something that they use to throw at us, to deflect away from the real issue. You want to talk to me about crime, then we have to have a conversation about jobs,
And environment.
about environment,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Education. So if we're talking about education, then we have to address the fact that this congressional district right here, where my sister Shavonna Newsom, co-founder of Black Lives Matter New York, is running,
Yes, I
face
saw
on the
the
gate,
yes.
right?
I saw it, yes. And I wish I had a fourth chair, because I
nah.
would definitely ask her to
We
join
set
us.
that up different.
Okay,
we
no
both
problem.
talk a lot. We got the same parents. You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
you.
Right on. But in this district, we have a 40% high school graduate rate. That means only 40% of our kids make it through high school. And out of the ones who go to college, 90% drop out. Right?
Let me start right there. Quick question on that. Now, it's all going down to where's the fault? That's what I'm hearing. Everybody wants to point a finger. They're going to say the parents, or we don't have the teachers, or the students don't want to learn.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I think it's the fact that white folk run our schools. Like, I think we got too many people who are not from our community, in our community, teaching our children.
As soon as they find something better, they bail out.
I was blessed in a way that I went to school right there, 166, right here in the Bronx. All 4 years, I had black teachers. Right, there's studies that say students who have black teachers from like, I don't know, from like kindergarten to 4 and then 4 to 8th grades, they are twice as likely to go to college. And sometimes it's elevated to where it's 3 times more likely to go to college. We need black teachers running our black schools, right? We need black businesses to thrive. Black people and white people with the same backgrounds and credit scores. White people get those loans, black people don't. We got to open that up. That's the part of the legislation we wrote. Like, we trying to open this thing up. Like, the conversations I'm having now is talking about $500 million in an account for black businesses. Like, it's a little bit different when you come around here, man. It's a little different. Like,
Bro, we're from the same core.
But what I'm talking about is this activism world, right?
Right.
So I sit back and I spoke to the governor 3 times last week about this legislation that he putting forth. And I kept trying to force, because right now we got them by the balls. We got to force anything and everything on them, right? And while we fighting, bro, I see activists marching with the same laws that he trying to give me.
Right.
So
Right.
y'all niggas is really taking people
Right.
outside
Right.
and making demands that this white man already gave to you.
Already gave to you.
That's why I can't rock with everybody. That's why I can't rock with everybody, because the public don't see that. I see it because I'm in it.
How do you know who to stand with? How do you know who's for? And I don't want to say who's for the. Is it all right to say movement? Is it okay to say that? How do you know who's for the movement? I mean genuine, not to get in it for celebrity status, but I mean in it for, because I've seen you from the beginning, when you were standing out in the front with the signs by yourself.
Yeah, by myself.
And I don't want to put
crazy.
This. That's right. I don't want to put this on camera, but I'm going to say this because only you and I have a history way before this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was with you with the shirt and ties.
Yeah.
And you left about 6 months, 8 months after that. You came back holding a sign, one shirt, one sweatshirt, one man standing by yourself.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was the case of
Deborah Dan.
Deborah Dan.
Deborah Dan.
And you were standing there by yourself, and I said to you, I said, man, you changed. And I called you by your W.
Yeah.
You said, no, I don't go by that but no more. I go by Hawk. And I
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
And I said,
New
yo,
man, new name,
I said, yo,
yeah.
man, you different. And we chopped it up then.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, this is something that a lot of people are not going to understand. People still ask me why I talk to you. You know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm from.
Yeah.
They asked me that.
I was there too.
And I said, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why, are you afraid of a one man? Are you afraid of a one? He's one man. But the
Yeah.
problem is you're educated. They don't know your parents are well educated.
Yeah.
You come from a deep educational background that a
Activist.
lot of people, come on now.
Met in the civil rights.
Come on now.
Like that.
I'm trying to educate people on my show who watch my show.
Mhm.
Now people see you on TV. By the way, I saw five to blood.
Right on.
All right
blood.
on, brother. I watched it to the end. We'll chop that up another
Yeah.
time. But,
Yeah.
And
That was a powerful film.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Too deep. A lot of people didn't understand because a lot of people think it's about the gold. It was not about the gold. It was about the brothers.
It was about the brother.
And it was about the struggle of Vietnam and why
Uh-huh.
we should have never been there.
Right on.
Come on.
Right on.
Come on.
Right on.
One of
So-
my
So
what,
many
man.
angles why we shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, man. I mean, the list goes on, but look at you now.
All
I
about
watch you, and you know what made me want to interview with you was when I saw you on the Joe Rogan show. You were speaking on something, and I don't want to really get into that because it kind of made you angry, so we're going to skip that part.
Yeah.
But you were very firm. And I said, damn, he's not afraid. That's all I said. I said, damn, he's not afraid. One day I'm going to get that interview.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that. I told him that. Because the last time we tried and I couldn't get it, I said, oh, man, I was so disappointed. Even now. He said, calm down. I said, yo, I'm about to talk to Hawk.
Uh-huh.
This right here is what a lot of people don't understand about our community. There are so many of you in our community who are afraid to stand up. We are afraid.
Warrior.
Yes.
I was one of them.
Yes.
I was
some
one of them
reason.
behind the scene people.
Yes.
And only when I used to talk to this brother and a couple of other brothers, and like, yo, the way you talk to me, why you can't talk to other? He the one brought me on the camera.
Dope.
From the street level, I stayed
Uh-huh.
behind the scenes from history.
Yeah.
He the one brought me to the camera. I would have never been on a camera or a mic or anything expressing myself.
Right.
And going through that expression and working with him got me to be more articulate and see more things like what you do and other activists and making a purpose out of what I'm doing.
That's real.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah, I'm following you, man.
super real.
There
I
are
tell
a
you
couple
the
people
truth,
on my
man,
agenda
like-
this year.
Like, think about it. Like, I was an alcoholic. I had anger issues, and God kind of yanked me and put me in a position where I was like, either, it sounds so cliche. I say it like this: you're gonna throw everything that God gave you, that your parents built you up to be. You're gonna throw it all away. Fucking with that bottle, dealing with this shit. So
That's real.
I listened.
A lot of people don't come on camera and say things like that.
I was, man.
You gotta be able to know where you was at, to know where
Going.
you're at now and where you trying to go.
That's
Yeah.
it. Like, I
We all
got
have
therapy,
history.
yo. I got therapy, man. right? Yoga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I dealt with it, AA, all that. And when I came out, I learned where to channel my anger. And it's these crackers with 3 Ks. It's these white supremacists in the ruling class of people who intentionally keep us down.
And stay hidden. They don't allow themselves to be known. They don't come out as who they really are. They stay hidden to attack from behind.
And that's what it is, right? Like, you don't have to make some white dude take a knee, right? And hug me, right? Nah. What you do have to do is teach my kids financial literacy in schools. Teach my kids entrepreneurship in schools. Give my people decent food, because the #1 killers of black people is heart disease and diabetes. You understand?
That's what kills us all with coronavirus.
Come on, like what you are going to do is take care of my people, and you know, it's out here. And you're right, yo. I started out with a T-shirt and a bullhorn. Me and my sister at the kitchen table, right? And then we just kept building, and now we like. I'm sitting down with you doing an interview in front of my building. Last week, I shut down Times Square. 2 days before that, I was in Nick Cannon in Hollywood, right?
I saw that.
And we think tanking on what we doing next.
Right, I saw that.
And 2-3 days before that, I flew a whole squad out to Minnesota. So we could rap. Like, God has really opened doors for me, and I can't afford to be afraid right now. I can be cautious, and I can't be safe. I can stay solid, right? And keep moving how I move for the people. So right now, we're working on something called Black Opportunities. We're looking for a church to buy right now, and everything.
Remember the church that they tore down?
Oh man, on Washington?
No,
Where?
Church around our way.
It was a historical thing. I was surprised they tore it down.
Are you about to introduce something new?
Yes, Black Opportunities.
Okay.
So Black Lives Matter got us to this point, but we need a fresh start with
else.
a fresh agenda, right?
Yes.
Black Lives Matter, and you know, the global movement, I do my own thing.
Yes,
New
you
York
do.
is
Yes,
separate,
you do.
right?
Yes,
I do
you
my
do.
own thing. We rep Pan-Africanism.
That's right.
We on our own type of time, but right now, it's about solutions. So everything we ask the government to do, me and Nick sat down with former Navy SEALs, other minds. Everything we ask the government to do, we doing ourselves. The government protect us from the police. We training brothers on how to protect us from the police.
Amen.
You understand? Defend our communities from the police. We ask them for financial literacy programs. In that building, in that church, we're gonna teach our kids about money, about how money works, how to make money. We teaching our kids about law. Like, I went to law school, right? And I know law school is not hard, it's just a test. And it's just getting there. So I can give our children that knowledge. So when we put brothers out here and we patrolling our communities and we on these cops, they gonna know all the law. Just like how I back cops down with the law, we equip and everybody with it. Because the problem is, you remember the 5 percenters, right?
Yes, I
and
do.
their philosophies, right? On how, you know, you got these people with this information, but they keep it to themselves. I don't need that.
Right.
My team is strong. My sister running for Congress, my mentee, 20-year-old girl, was on Anderson Cooper, gonna be on 60 Minutes just this week. Like, the people next to me who built with me is like, here, let me step back and start moving some chess pieces around.
Okay.
I don't
And
need
you
the
still
title
meet
or
back
nothing.
up with them in the
At
center
the
of
top.
everything.
At the top.
Let me build this community. Like, I'm gonna tell you
Build
the
a
truth.
connection all around, and all them connections just come together and make everybody grow.
You always was about your community, though.
Always.
From day one. Even when we was balling you always said that.
Always.
You wish you could get some of the guys in the neighborhood.
In the gym.
In the gym. You
gym,
always
right?
said that. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I march. I ain't been marching. Niggas been outside every night. I've been in the room with a computer, taking 20, 30 phone calls a day, negotiating for the people. This was the dream.
How
to
strong
be,
are you?
How strong are we?
Yeah.
10. 10
10,000?
deep. No. We can pull thousands out.
Right.
But I don't need a lot of people in my circle.
Just 10 people.
That's how they. That's
all going in different
COINTELPRO.
branches. Yeah, all in different branches.
Yeah, you know, I got
and everybody
people
got their own.
Powerful
Yeah.
movement. And I don't think people really understand what you're capable of. I don't think they're sitting here and they listen to you talk and they're just watching it like, oh man, he's on the rant. I don't think they have no idea, and excuse the expression, who the fuck you are.
But they don't have what I grasp from it is they don't have the idea of what's being put together.
Yeah.
I don't think from what I've learned from
That's
watching
even
him,
better.
it's not about a one-man thing. It's about what he's trying to bring together for the people.
For the whole community.
For them to have, like I always preach on our show, I always talk about understanding. That's one of the strongest words out here. For a person to understand what's going on.
You know, somebody said, and I'm not trying to disrespect, and a lot of people can misconstrue what I'm about to say. A lot of people say, yo, you've been cloning yourself. But what they're trying to say is that I took the knowledge that I have, organizing, press, tactics, and I put that in the team. Everybody, like you come fucking with me.
That's right.
You gonna learn the shit I know how to do.
That's right.
Like, and
That's
I'm gonna
right.
get mad at you. And if you not trying to learn, I don't got no time. That's why the circle's small.
Yeah,
if you don't work hard, you ain't got no business around me. I ain't got no time for
You got to serve the purpose.
An old man once told me a leader is only as good as his followers. Right.
If
His
you ain't got
followers
good
is
followers, then you ain't
The
leading
leader
right.
ain't got to do nothing.
Right.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I don't even see myself as the leader. I just think I run with a bunch of leaders.
See what I tell
You know
them? I
what
tell
I'm
them
saying?
that all the
Like
time.
a bunch of wolves. You
I ain't
know,
the
wolves
boss.
is bad by themselves,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Black wolves. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
I
wolves
say
is
that
bad
all
by
the time,
themselves.
man.
And I think a lot of times what we don't understand is how to humble ourselves.
Man.
I talk about
You
that
know
all
what I
the
mean?
time.
Like I still learn. Like, if I'm working with you and you got an empire, I'm gonna respect how you conduct business. And I know I'm me, and I got my own empire. If I'm working with you, I'm gonna respect your empire. And if you used to doing certain things a certain way, and I'm trying to build something for the people, then I'll build with the people, right? So what it's coming down to now is like what we negotiating for. Remember that example I gave you? There was another group that had a march and demanded what the government was giving us.
Pardon me, I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
man. Rand, this is crazy, Rand.
Pardon the street.
Nah, this is crazy though. I don't believe you got all this set up like that.
Oh,
We usually have
brother.
more. We usually have more.
Word.
Yeah,
We
we
usually have a table.
We have
and
we have a
everything.
whole setup.
Dope.
Pardon me for the interruption, but you know, I got my lead from D. I don't know if you know the Matrix Studio, uptown. Yeah, his name's D. And I
They
was
got
in
the radio stations in there?
Yeah, got the radio
I've been up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I started out there having a show called Barbershop Radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed how he was doing everything, how his equipment, and took the initiative. And I wanted my brother with me. I wish I could have another brother here, but my cousin Otis, but
Get some sisters up
this,
here,
I'm trying.
We had a good
Yeah,
sister.
woman.
We
Matter of
had a
fact,
good sister. We
you
had
know who
that.
was with us?
Who?
Tasha Pratt. She lives not too far from. She was with us for a minute.
Say what?
Lady T.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Strong voice. She had background from Black College, so she used to come from that background and give us something of what we didn't know what was in the Black College.
I want to
now,
bring her
she
back.
She was a little younger than us.
Black woman is the
Yeah.
key to our
Yeah.
liberation.
Amen.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yes.
But she
Like-
had a dream to fulfill, and I would have been upset because her goal was to be a teacher.
Mm.
And first you could teach the young, and then you could come back and you could teach on the Randy Tone show.
Yeah.
But first you pursue yours because we didn't get to do that. We traveled down the wrong roads, and later in life we had to end up doing this. We should have been doing this years
Well,
ago.
you had to do as he said. You had to hit that wall,
That's
and
true.
then God to snatch you and say, "Wait a minute, this is
true.
not what I got you for.
It's true.
It's not what I got you
true.
here for."
But you gotta respect the journey.
I do.
Like, you
Didn't
gotta
I say that?
respect
Yeah, he
I
did.
said
He
the
always
trip.
says that.
I always say that it's the trip
You know
there
what I
that's
mean?
most
Like,
important.
Yeah, he always said
I
that. He
always
always
say
said
it's
the
the
trip
trip. You
makes
got
it
to
worthwhile.
enjoy the trip there. You're going to get to a point where you want to get to, but it's the journey there that you're supposed to appreciate.
And you gotta understand, for me, like, I used to hoop. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
used
definitely.
to ball, right?
I still ball
And,
like
oh, that's dope.
I
need
still
get
try to
back
ball
out
like that.
there,
He be
man.
telling me, I know you ain't balling, but he can hit the ball in the background. I'm like, nah. He's like, man, go ahead. I hit a ball in the background.
Do
I'll
your
holler at
thing.
you
You know what?
later.
I just got an idea how I can raise money for Black Lives I'm gonna throw a basketball. I'm gonna throw a basketball game. I'm gonna put something together. I used to do that back in the days. I'm gonna do that. I don't want to hold you up because
Chilling.
I don't want to give the
I
people
ate-
everything at once because I want a part 2 to this.
I had 3 slices of pizza. We went down to Patsy's in Harlem. You know, they got the charcoal oven.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just ate like, you know, the little slice. I just ran to the car and ate like 3 slices.
Well, you're gonna take your time. I told you what you do by the time you
Maserati sound different, man. That's just, and I love to be out here in the street.
I
You know what I'm saying? I love
I
it.
can smile on your face.
That's why we do the
But
on
that's why we moved
location.
outside, too.
We do the on location.
Because
We
we
did a
get to
couple
go
of
to our
parks. We
people.
did by Hafen Park, a couple places up there, Katona, Hafen Park, Pelham Bay. We like, for some reason, we like parks for some reason.
That's dope.
Well,
Yo, we doing something for Juneteenth. We locking down a location, but we giving out food. We gonna give out a couple of computers. We trying to feed like 5,000 people.
you gonna put it on the page?
Yeah, I put it on the page.
I'll follow it from there. Yeah, definitely.
Juneteenth, we gotta celebrate our blackness.
What day is it?
Like joy. That's Friday. Next Friday.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, next Friday. We're gonna do it from 12 to 6.
12 in the afternoon?
Yeah, 12
Yeah,
to
we
6.
might have to work. We might be back at
Come
work.
to us.
Oh yeah, 12 to 6. I go at 3.
I'll
I might
try
get
to
off a
make
little
it.
early
I'll
for
try to
that.
make-
Yeah.
I might try to. I might not. You know what? I
know
said.
you gonna film.
Yeah, I might.
Yes.
That's it. I'm gonna call out.
I want my setup. I want it.
You
Yes.
can't say you was sick, man. You just said you was gonna be
Yeah.
here on the show.
Yo, people be out protesting with us.
Oh, I
Niggas
love
be like,
it.
I can't go to work today.
Yeah,
Niggas be
yeah,
like,
but they out there
Channel
like
7.
this. Yo, but I'm
Niggas-
talking about.
You on Channel 7 like this. I thought you was half dead. I thought you had
I was
corona,
half dead
nigga.
I was half dead till the purpose came up and I had to get up.
But you can't help it. You can't help it because right now it's a movement going across this country.
Right now, this is
That
the
is
moment.
so
Paris
powerful.
had
This
like
is the moment.
50,000 in the
Yes.
street. It's crazy.
Come on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This right now is a reflection of what we should have done years ago and we couldn't.
Years
Word.
And mind you, and I'm
Man,
telling
that's-
people, we don't have what I call a steady leader right now.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of positive groups
Mhm.
making. I mean, they're making movements, man.
But that's good.
Even with the
But that's
prison
good.
reforms.
We really don't need one person to do it. We need groups doing it, and then all those
Yes.
groups come together, and we build even bigger.
That's it. Man, that way they don't know who to kill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There ain't no one man that just knock
Keep
off
me
and
safe.
kill
The
everything.
intelligent. See
Keep
the
me
intelligent?
safe.
I tell you.
Yeah, yeah. Keep it broken down.
People don't see the intelligence. I'm telling people, look, and I know people might say, but man, you reaching like, well, what if we're sitting here talking to the next president?
I
What
mean,
if we-
realistically,
Hmm?
I want to be the dude who put the president in office
Yeah.
that the president owe favors to.
Mm.
That's the man.
See,
with
I
Definitely the
remember
most
that
powerful
background.
man.
That's
what
the
I've
man
been.
with the
Yeah.
power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people be like, oh, you should run for office. Nope. I'm gonna put my sister in office.
Yeah.
City council races. I'm gonna get about 5-6 people on my team elected, and then it's just okay. What we got to get done, and I can just keep doing what I'm
That's
doing.
it. That's it.
Man, let me
I would
tell
like
you.
to get an
I
interview
like
with her,
behind the
too.
scenes.
Yeah, we set it up.
Yeah.
We set it up. Yeah.
A little more, not like this though. I think a little more,
Yeah.
a little more elegant. a
No,
little
my
more
sister
private.
got people. You
That's
know what I'm
okay.
saying? She got, Linda set everything up, and you know,
That's
my,
okay.
Okay, I got
my
you.
mentee,
That's fine,
she
going
got
down.
a publicist. I'm just
Shoot,
regular
we
old
could get a
man.
we could get a show. We could get a show in between her appointments. We get to walk her to her appointment and get a show on the way there.
Look, I said that to him too one day, Hawk. I said, look, we started to pick up so much. I said, no, we need to get a manager. So I don't have to chase around and get the interview. He said,
I
we
said
don't
when
need
we
nobody.
get there, we don't need nobody.
We don't need
We can
nobody.
do it ourselves. We want to
We
hire
did.
somebody.
I mean, once you get somebody, you get that help. It's cool, but like, you gotta manage sometimes.
Nah,
You
nah, I
want
think
something
this is,
done right.
Listen, I was able to approach you.
Yeah,
My
you wanna
manager
do it
wouldn't have
yourself.
been able to approach you.
No.
They wouldn't have been able to do. He was like, who are you? I don't know you. I don't tell Rand get at me
Because
himself.
it's our
Yeah, that's
environment.
exactly what I
Never
told.
said.
Tell Red, call me.
Tell
Stop
Rand
playing.
call me. He know my
It's-
number.
it's-
I've been around him too long.
You know what's crazy? Like, you know, we got the TV show on BET,
Mhm.
Top Watch America joint. I'm in the Spike Lee movie. We get a lot of press. But, like, the most uncomfortable thing niggas do to me is be like, yo, he a celebrity. No.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I'm a servant. I'm here to serve you and our people.
I always
Like,
told him I don't have fans. I don't
Amen.
have no fan. I'm part of the people. I don't have no fans.
Yeah, he said he's a servant.
Servant.
Yeah,
We here to serve.
I
Man.
definitely could feel that. I don't have no fans. I said, yo, we gonna have. You said it one day a while back. He said, yo, we gonna have fans. I said, yo, I don't want no fans. We have friends, people we can communicate with, who we can build with, and make something out of this.
I'm sorry, I froze because you just gave me clarity to my future by just saying I'm a servant. He tells me that so much. You know, his brother, he's very intelligent. He doesn't do a lot of talking. A lot of people think like, oh, he does. But the reason why I know so much is because I can communicate with him. Sometimes it ain't always the person who you think.
Steel sharpen steel.
Come on. He might be the most important knife in the butcher shop.
Come on, bro.
You know?
Come on.
And I appreciate him more than a lot of people know because his wisdom doesn't always come in front of the camera. And that's okay. I'm the talker.
Never do.
I'm the talker. He's here because you know what? He knows. He'll be like, nah, man, that's wrong. And that's what I need. We need, man, listen. I wouldn't do it. If he didn't want to do this, I wouldn't do it. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't walk out on that ledge by myself. Because it's in case I slip, somebody got to help me up. You know?
No, you're right.
That's right. You know? Listen, I'm not going to take no more of your time. I appreciate it, man.
Definitely appreciate this.
We're going to share a slice of pizza, some
We're
raw.
gonna want to travel with you.
Yeah. I'm going to
Travel
follow
with
you.
Open up the set.
I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow you if I can possibly
Corona
drive
shut
to
down a lot
wherever
of
we
things
go.
for us, but it didn't shut us all the way down.
That's right.
It shut us down, stopped us from doing a lot of things, but it also gave us time to sit back and think.
Yeah,
Think
man.
about get our direction right.
Thank you for opening season 4. This is season 4. First interview of season 4 you opened up for us, baby.
I hope I gave him something.
Oh, you gave him
I
enough.
gave us something.
You gave us
Yeah,
something.
it's something
Forget
to
about
think
it.
about.
And not to say forget about them, but
We love you.
I lost that for a
We definitely
minute
love
because
you.
the conversation we were having
But
was
that's how we always been.
always.
That's how we always been, man.
And I
Like on
appreciate
some
you
real
for that.
black
Yeah.
man to black
That
man.
people don't know. That's what I'm saying.
conversations, Like,
I try not to
understand.
take people in my world because of the people that I know.
Mhm.
And sometimes people think, well, man, you know him. Why you don't? Because that's not the type of friend we are. We don't do that. I don't need to piggyback on. I know him because we cool.
We cool.
We cool. That's
See
it.
each other. You know my son.
That's right.
You know my son.
And by the way, he's big, and
Yo,
Mrs.
come
is.
on, fam.
She is so beautiful, man.
Charlie, nah,
Man.
that's mean, but
Man.
more direct.
Man.
Like I had to learn how you got to sharpen yourself, your communication skills, if you want to get to the point. She got that at 3 years old, man.
Yes. Trust me, I know.
Attitude is crazy.
I got a sharp 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And I
can't say that.
So-
And I even
My
got a
kids
sharper
older.
16-year-old.
Yeah,
So,
My kids
There it
older.
is.
I ain't
Yeah.
having
But-
no more younger.
I
I'm
mean,
trying to get 5 more.
this
I
is
got
the beginning.
grandkids to look
Single,
at.
no.
I'm trying to get the grandkids together.
Yeah, nah, I want.
Go ahead, work it out.
Yeah, that way if I got a protest, I ain't gotta be by myself.
Love you, man.
I can bring the kids.
Yeah,
out.
love you.
They can pass it on to their age generation.
That's
Hug and kiss the kids for me,
Definitely.
man.
Ah.
Tell them Uncle Rand said hello.
We'll get some higher cheers.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we gonna get some more of that pizza.
Go ahead.
Definitely, brother. It's always been good, man.
We did this.
It's always been
man.
good. Definitely, man. Definitely, man. We look
Yeah,
forward to
man.
doing a lot more things together.
Appreciate it. Yeah. I see you on Friday.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes, we did.
definitely.
Definitely. Randy Tone Show.
Yes, this was a Brandon
Tone
Tone show.
show.
This was a good show today.
Hope
We
you
look
really
forward to listening
appreciate
to
that.
talking.
Yeah, man. That was
You understand the direction we going in, and those of all y'all that did have doubt, now y'all can see that we are serious and we are making this direction, making this decision to make this step.
So I'm gonna say this because he ain't gonna say this. I'm gonna end the podcast like this. We are definitely, like he said, moving in the right direction, but we definitely could use the help. So if anyone, I don't care if you donate I don't care if you donate a penny. I don't care if you donate. I have a PayPal. I'll set it up and everything where we can put everything together. I don't care if it's a penny. Anything helps. It's not that we need the money. It's that sometimes we want to be able to do other things and we're not financially set. So help us get financially set so we can come back and give back to our community the way he just gave back to
If you
us.
actually want to tell them what it will direct to, it will direct the flights to get to certain
That's what I'm
places that
saying.
we need to be to.
We can
But you gotta be
verify
more-
for the money
you
we're
gotta
not.
be more informative. so
We
you
ain't trying to buy
understand where it's
cars.
going.
We trying to travel and get these interviews and things like that so we can use the help.
He was our first step.
That's
Going-
Tone. I'm Big Ren and we out. I know my boys are gonna like this. Thomas is gonna call and be like, yo, Dad, I saw the interview. Oh, we out, man. Let me leave y'all alone.
Don't
man.
forget to have a Woody Woo day, y'all.
Yeah,
We love
have
y'all.
that.
Peace and love always.
Always, man.